Hello, my little rednecks, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program Career Mode. My name is Matthew, and today we will be aiming to complete the Duna mission. Now, Duna is a cool planet. I'll explain more as I go along, but if you've been following my videos so far, you'll see that we've accomplished the Moon mission and the Minmus mission. Pretty much got all the data we can from it. And consequently, we got loads of money in the bank now. 567,366, plus some science points, which is cool. The mission I want to do today is this one. Explore Duna. For completion, 301,875. Plus, its prestige is exceptional. Now, this is going to be cool. I'm just going to go ahead and accept that one. That's it for now. Let's go spend our research points. Although, I've designed a ship which will get us to Duna, I believe. So I'm not actually going to spend the research points now, actually. So let's go in and I'll show you the rocket that will get us to Duna. Where is it? Is it the Duna X or the Duna Explorer? I think it's the Duna Explorer. So I've been playing around with different builds, trying to get the most efficient rocket. And this, I believe, is the one to get us there. Just take it. I'll give you a little rundown of what we got. We got a parachute, just in case, you never know. Got the module on top. This is for all those guys who are actually following me through and are struggling with missions. If you want to just copy the rocket as is, feel free, that's fine. Just take you for a little scan round, show you what's on it. We got 3 landing legs, got little steps for the Kerbal to get down. The staging is all correct and complete, I believe. There we go, just scroll up so you can see that. And 4 of these fuel tanks around the side, some LVT-45 engines. And that's pretty much it. You can see from Kerbal Engineer Redux, Flight Engineer mod, that you can see all the details there. Got total Delta V of around 10,838. So let's go to the launch pad, my little redneckians. I'm trying to think of a name for you guys. What do you think would be a good name? If you haven't noticed, I've changed my channel name to Redneck Einstein, which I kind of think reflects who I am. I'm quite clever, bit of a redneck, or I soon will be after my move to America. So let's go ahead and get our rocket off the ground. Here we go. We got Bill in the cockpit today. Welcome, Bill. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine. I just hoping we can make it to orbit, you know, and complete our mission to Duna for the prestige of Kerbin kind.
Yeah, that's a good aim, Mr. Bill. Alright, so let's concentrate on our flight. So, due to the orientation of my rocket, instead of pressing right, or the D key, because that will take us towards 180-degree heading, I just got to press W to take us downwards on this little nav ball down here towards the 90-degree heading. That'll get us on a nice little trajectory around Kerbin, which is exactly what we want. Alright, let's jettison those parts. You'll notice this ship is extraordinarily stable. Sometimes you can build a rocket and you think, why the hell is it stable? Well, the reason usually is because of the instability of the fuel tanks and stuff attached to it. So yeah, basically to combat that, you just add all these struts, and that pretty much saves it. So, pretty much saves it from getting too unstable. So now, what I'm going to do is tilt. Oh, tilt in the wrong direction. I was telling you guys that I needed to tilt to the 180-degree axis, 90-degree axis, and I've gone to the 180-degree axis. Don't mind me, it's one of the issues with live recording. If I could just get rid of all these things off my screen, that would be much appreciated. Perhaps if I go there and go back, that fix it.
No, it doesn't.
Okay. Battery packs. Well, you're here for the duration, battery packs. Alright, so with Flight Engineer, that will tell us how high we're actually going to get to. With our current trajectory and speed. That's really handy to have, because you can see at the moment it's at 41,000 meters, but actually we're only at 31,000 meters. So it's basically saying that's where we're going to be if we continue on this trajectory and speed. Alright, so we're getting to a nice height here. Let's get rid of those. Fire the next stage. We've got to orbit, so I'm going to begin tilting my rocket sideways now. That's so I don't have to do too much of another maneuver once I'm in, once I'm at the correct altitude for this particular maneuver. So here we go. Once I get to about, let's say, 70,000 meters, then I can begin to correct my orbit, or even just go for a maneuver to exit the local system here around Kerbin. So let's go and have a look now. Alright, so there we go. So our apoapsis will be about 70,000 meters. That's the furthest point away from the planet. Alright, so that looks good. That's going to be our next burn. And what we will then do is, actually, let's just set this maneuver to take us all the way out of this little system here. Continue like that. There we go. So that means you can see now we need a burn or a delta V change of 1,984. And I'm going to go ahead and begin that now. On the right hand side you can see where it says delta V S9 in brackets. That tells us at this stage that's how much potential change in velocity we have. So obviously that's not going to cover this entire burn we're going to need here, but it does tell us how much we've got for each stage. So that's a pretty handy thing to have. I thoroughly recommend this if you're struggling with any of the maneuvers and in designing rockets, because it kind of gives you an indication of how far you can get with them. So I'm still trying to get rid of all these little annoying things here. Just move them? Apparently not. Okay. Anyway, on to the next stage. There's our little rocket. Now, I want to kind of EVA Jeb right here, but I'll learn from experience. Not Jeb, Bill. I've learned from experience that's not a good idea, so yeah. I've kind of seen him tumble off and free falling back down to the planet and stuff. You might have seen it in one of my earlier videos. Or change the camera. You can change the camera angle, so it says camera orbital, camera chase, auto, and free. You can change that by using the V button. Probably already know that, but just in case you don't. Okay, let's go ahead and check how far out we're getting so far. As you can see, we've still got 5,800 meters per second burn to perform. Total, that's how much we have left in our rocket. Should be ample to get us to Duna. Alright. Now, when we're on the long flight between Duna and between Kerbin and Duna, I will give you some more information on Duna prior to our landing there. Also, the cool thing about this mission is we're going to get loads of science points to further our research and development for our kerbanauts. There we go. All right. So only got a little bit further to go, and then we'll be escaping our little system here. Continue burning, my friend. Let's check on all our little things. Electric charge, still got 450. Oxidizer, enough. Liquid fuel, quite a lot. Monopropellant, etc., etc. There's our contract. Explore Duna. Aye, aye, Captain. Hopefully you're enjoying all these videos, guys. I'll try to make them as entertaining as I can and as informative as I can. I know some people do struggle. And I'm going to be streaming again if you want to follow along any of the streams. Just come along, come and let me know what you want to see on them, and I'll try and help you out there. Alright. There we go. That's flight engineer. Okay, so now we will be going out into the outer atmospheres. There we go. Now look at that. So if I scroll out, you can see all the different planets here. Now the planet we want, Duna, there it is. So we click on set as target, changes it to that. Let's get rid of this maneuver here. Our rocket is going from right to left as we look at it. So let's go ahead and set a maneuver there. And see if we can't find out where we're going to intercept it. Now this can all be planned well in advance, but unless you've got loads of time, which I don't, then it can prove difficult. So what we have to do is twiddle around and see where we're going to get our encounter with Duna. Looks like it could be around here somewhere. There we go, that's pretty close. Nearly. move it around just a little bit more. There was an encounter right there. There we go. So that's our encounter. So that's in 248 days, which is obviously a long time away. So I'm going to go ahead and position my rocket over the maneuver point, which is this blue marker. Fast forward time. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about Duna. So, Duna is kind of analogous to Mars in real life. It's got mountainous ranges, which range from around like 100 meters to around 8,000 meters. It's got quite a thin atmosphere. I think it's about 20% as dense as Kerbin's at sea level, and yeah, I mean, you can aerobrake a little bit in there, but not quite as much as you would, say, if you're landing in Kerbin. But obviously, by aerobraking, you can save fuel and reduce your orbital and surface velocity a lot, which is awesome. Alright, we're actually coming up to our point now, so let's start focusing. This is going to be the point where we're going to perform our burn to encounter Duna. So, speed this time down ever so slightly so we don't miss it, because it'll take a long time to encounter this this point again, so you have to be really careful with that. Okay, we're at 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Now I'm going to do the burn. Power up your engines using the shift key, and away we go. So yeah, back to Duna. As I said, it looks very red. It's got polar caps, some white parts on it. In order to escape Duna once you're on it, it actually requires a huge delta V because of the gravitation on it. It requires between about 1,500 and 2,000 meters per second changing velocity to get to escape its surface, which is kind of going to dictate how your rocket build is going to take place. It's also got one moon, which is called Ike, and in one of the videos I'll take you through that. Ike's size and its location in relation to Duna tidally locks it, and that's about all I can say up to this point. Hopefully we're going to manage to get to Duna, take a little closer inspection, do a little dance on the planet, you know, gotta enjoy ourselves, and everything will be good. And kerbanauts will celebrate me as some sort of hero, or at least Bob, or Bill, or whoever's piloting. Let's just double check that. It's Bill. Alright, there is our encounter. Perfect. So as you can see, the blue potential trajectory of our rocket has changed to be purple now. So that means we've got an encounter. And also down at the bottom here, you can see, let's see if we can focus on there. We can't right now, but let's just zoom around. As you can see, you've got little blue icon, little orangey yellow icon. That shows that we are in an encounter with Duna, or we will be when we get around to that point. Now that's in 200 odd days, again, quite a while. Let's see what else I can tell you about Duna, or Ike. Well, I don't know if there's too much I can tell you about Ike. I think I'll keep it secret until we actually do that mission. Then we'll find out all we need to find out about it. If we click on these little icons over here, we can get some more information about our rocket. Yeah, we got Bill Kerman. Courage, half. Stupidity, 3/4. Yay! You're doing alright so far, Bill. Don't panic, man. Alright, so we're nearly at the point where we're going to be encountering Duna. So let's zoom in, take a closer look. There we go. You don't want to overshoot this, so you have to be really careful when you're doing these maneuvers, because the correct point to perform your next maneuver will pass you by, and then you'll be stuck, and it'll all be for naught. And these missions do take quite a long time, as you can see from the video. So there we go. Alright, let's create our maneuver here. You can't actually see Duna right now. There we go, you can just about see it up there, and there's Ike as well. So we want to get a nice little approach to Duna. There we go, how close is that? That is 365,000 meters above its surface. That one. That's 253,000. Alright, now we're about 80,000 meters above, okay, after we've done this burn. So that's cool. We've still got 4,287 meters per second squared potential delta V left, which is plenty. Let's speed up time again. Get to the point where we need to perform our maneuver. Nearly there. Don't need to be too precise with this, so I'm going to go ahead and do it now. Alright, let's take a little look at our rocket. How's our Kerbin doing in there? You alright, Jeb?
I'm doing fine, don't worry about me.
You know what? Let's get him out of the rocket temporarily, because we're crazy like that. Shall we? Let's press F5 just in case. Quick save! How you doing there, mate?
I'm okay.
Wish you wouldn't get me out of the rocket like this. Sorry, mate. There we go. Look at all that data we can get from there, though. Let's keep that data. Board. How much electric charge have we got left? Enough. So let's go ahead and review that stored data. Beam it back to planet Kerbin. Ta-da! There we go. That's beamed back. 56 science just for that. That is pretty epic. Okay, so now we need to continue our burn. Don't forget what we are doing here. There we go. This is the burn that we are needing to be doing in order to encounter Duna. Here we go. It's basically just slowing down our rocket so it gets sucked in by the gravity of Duna. Where are you, Duna? We've lost you again. Damn it, where is Duna? Ah, it's all gone pear-shaped. There it is. Damn it, Duna. Tried to get away from me. Ah, okay. So, let's try to set our maneuver again. No, Ike. Duna. Why can't I set my maneuver? It's all going wrong, ladies and gents. Let's continue burning, see if that helps. Slow us down. Yeah, it's doing it, Peter. It's doing it. We're gonna get to Duna. There we go. It's working. Finally. Ooh, a little bit of a mayday problem right there. There we go. That's getting pretty close now. Just following the numbers. Alright, that's good enough for me. Now, what we want to do is try to approach Duna on the lighter part of it. You know, we don't want to struggle to see where we're landing, so let's go ahead and zoom in and see which bit's light. Now you can see the right hand side of it is light there. So let's perform our next burn. Wow, that's gone all jiggly wiggly. Let's perform our next burn there, I think. So we're gonna try and land on the light side. It just takes a bit of precision here, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, that looks good enough. Alright, so I don't know why it's gone all wiggly, but that's weird. Okay, let's speed up the engine and wait for our rocket to approach its next maneuver point. 11 days, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 day, and we're nearly there. Where is it? There it is. Here it comes. It comes zooming around. Alright, so we're going to need to adjust our maneuver here. Let's go ahead and change that. So from about around there, let's see if that works. Drag that in. That looks like a good landing spot. Directly in the sunlight. Beautiful. So in 1 hour, 14 minutes. After all this effort, guys, we better pray that we actually land without crashing. Alright. There we go. So we're getting pretty close to the point now. And alright, so actually, if we look at our contract here, we can see that we want to transmit or recover, achieve orbit around Duna, transmit or recover scientific data from around Duna. Now, okay, looks like I've already done that, so I'm just going to go ahead and check, see if there's any other info I can get. I can get number 35 science. The planet is very red and appears to have deep brown furrows across the surface. There does appear to be some kind of ice at both poles, though. I'm going to go ahead and send that back. That's number 35 science. Nice. Alright. So, now we're going to do our little burn, so we can approach our landing zone. Could land at one of the poles, I guess, but let's just land here for simplicity's sake on this mission. Still got plenty of Delta V left, so this shouldn't be a problem. Achieving a safe landing. Oh, next stage. Can't even see our rocket properly. Where's the sunlight? There we go. And now you can see it's descending nicely. There we go. That'll do beautifully. Cool. So let's speed up the engine again. Get us to go around it a little bit more. Head towards its landing site. Be nicer once we're in the sunlight. Look at that. That's a great shot though, isn't it? Love that. Love these planets. Alright. Now we should be able to see our craft. Oh yeah, look, there's the planet Duna. And there's its moon, Ike, just behind it. Cool. Now as you can see, we've got a big orbital velocity at the moment. We're going to need to try and kill that. But as we discussed, we do have aero braking at our disposal, but I'm scared. So, pretty much going to use some burning of my fuel as well as aero braking, I think. That'd probably be the best bet. Okay. So we're still 90-odd thousand meters above. There we go. Flying around the planet. Lovely jubbly. Change our camera to auto. Nice. Okay, we've still got science data. We're at 40,000 meters now. So if we wanted to land here, we could just burn off all that Delta V, start descending, which I think is what I'll do. So let's just maneuver our craft over the little retrograde burn marker. Start powering up the thrusters. We've got fuel to waste. I don't intend on bringing Bill back, unfortunately. Again, he's probably going to die, but it's all for a good cause. The Kerbanaut kind. They must treat this man as a hero. His family must know what king this guy was. Alright, so anyway, go back to the contracts. Land on Duna and transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of Duna, which is exactly what we're going to be aiming for. There we go. Burned off most of our horizontal velocity across the surface, and now we just kind of plummet. Now, the shallower your descent onto this planet, shallower angle of descent onto this planet means you can have a larger amount of aero braking, which will obviously reduce the amount of Delta V you've got, reduce the amount of Delta V you need. But for the purposes of this video, I want it to be safe, so I've kind of done it this way. Again, let's burn. And that will take us down to our final stage, which has the landing legs on it and be ready to land. It's all going to plan so far. Let's press F5 just in case, you know. Here we go. So now we descend. Still 10,000 meters up, so let's speed it up a bit more. Let's actually lower our landing legs just to be on the safe side. Now let's start burning off all that vertical velocity we've got. Now this engine's pretty cool, pretty efficient, LV909. If you followed my career, if you performed your career similarly to how I performed my career, you'll have noticed earlier on that these LV909 engines are very not hyper, but efficient enough, and are very valuable, especially on this last stage. So yeah, all right, still plummeting. Just keep reducing my speed. Just be very careful. Press F5 again. F5 is your quick save friend. Holding F9 will return you to that state where you were with the quick save. I can't quite see the surface yet. How close are we? I'll reduce my speed anyway, just in case. Looks like we're really close. There we are. We can actually see it now. Power up the thrusters even more, Captain. There we go. Now we can reduce it. There we go. Now we're plummeting nicely. Now we've got the shadow forming on the surface here. It's all going to plan. Speed up a little bit. Don't want to be approaching the surface that fast. A bit more throttle. You have to be really careful with the control and shift keys here. Go. Beautiful, steady descent onto the surface of Duna. It's going perfectly. There we go. We have landed. Capitan, do a crew report. 40 science. Keep that data. Alright, get out, Bill. Time to get out and see the planet. Whee! Climb, boy. Ah! Engage the rockets. Ah! There he goes. Whee! Ah, he's crashed into the surface. Ugh. There he is, outside his rocket, looking all happy with himself. Brilliant. Let's take a surface sample recovery, but transmit 60 science. Nice. Grainy, very fine sand-like dust that appears to be getting everywhere. Lovely. An EVA report, another 64 science. And of course, we must plant the flag. The flag to show we have been here, YouTubers. Or my little rednecks, as I might call you from now on. Duna landing, YouTube. Spelling mistake and all. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You can be happy with yourself, mate. Stand next to your flag and be proud. Alright. Whee! Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Woo! Get down tonight. Fly towards your rocket, boy. Yeah, grab Don. Oh, God. He's dying. No, he's not. He's fine. Grab, boy. Climb back in your rocket, you fool. Oh, God. He can't get back up. He's landed on his back. Come on, boy. Get up. Whee! There we go. We did it. Get in. Yay! Let's get log temperature. 6432 science. Lovely. Let's review all our stored data and transmit it back to Kerbin. Review the data. Transmit that. Cool. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That is how simple it is. Took a long time, but thank you for watching. My name is Matthew, and I hope you've enjoyed the video. Take care, and please leave any comments, share my video wherever you like, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, and take care.